Yo, what's up, guys? The real JTW. I'm with my guest.
Big Ant, what's up, man?
What up, brother? So we're gonna dive into your first show, bro. Kind of want to go into the first question. What was it like? Was it scary? I mean, did you have a lot of nerves going in? Was it before, or was it more? Did it hit you right when you were about to get on stage? How was it?
It kind of came and went. I mean, I've known about this show for a couple months previously. I was pretty anxious about it, like, because I've never done a show, so it's like I don't know what to expect. I don't know how I'm
Yeah,
gonna sound in a big venue. So I had a lot of thoughts in my mind, but I guess I should have been more nervous than I was, but I was just going in there with the plan. I knew my
yeah,
songs pretty well. I mean, it's still different once you hit the stage. I mean, like right before they called my name, they came up to me like, "Are you ready?" I feel like that's when it really hit me. Like this shit's about to go down. Like
yeah.
it kind of
That,
did start taking effect after that.
yeah, that's see that this is gonna help a lot of artists out there that have not done their first show yet. Moving on to the second question, kind of so did you have any kind of like difficulties as far as kind of remembering the tracks and things of that nature? What was it like as far as that? Like did you kind of freeze a little bit or how was that?
My first song I did, it's like I almost forgot to breathe.
Right.
And I had the engineer tone my vocals way down, so I was having troubles hearing my vocals as well. And so I felt like I was a little offbeat. I forgot to breathe. I kept feeling winded, but it was just the adrenaline dump in the
Yeah.
beginning. And so I'm like,
Right.
fuck, I hope I don't do this every fucking song because, like, I I don't know if I'm gonna make it through the whole set if it keeps going like this. But after that
Yeah.
song, after I got my feet a little wet, I felt comfortable after that. I felt the crowd
Right.
vibing with me. I was the first act, so people wasn't as like drunk
Yeah.
yet, really in the zone. But I mean, I kind of found myself after the show progressed. I found
Yeah.
the I started kind of catching, there was a couple times I might have slipped up, especially in that first song, but I was able to recover and just kept going, man.
Yeah.
It's just a different ball game. Like, the only way to get good is just keep doing it. And I knew I was gonna struggle, I knew it
Yeah.
wasn't gonna be a perfect set, but I made it through the whole 20 minutes of the set and I had the crowd feeling me. So it kind of also, went off of their responses. Like, I got them making some noise. I got them like, yeah, I fuck with
Yeah.
this shit. So yeah.
That's what's up, bro. Going on to the third question, kind of like so as far as like the venue goes, how was that? How did you feel about the setup? Did you kind of like the atmosphere of the like the DJ, the people that kind of put you on? How was the feelings going through that? Kind of did you kind of see a lot of respect and so forth for that nature?
Yeah, it was good. I met a lot of good people, a lot of good artists. They gave me advice, like
Yeah,
possibly take your vocals out next time. But
right.
or do a mix, because I don't want to be the artist known as leaving the vocals in. But with it being my first show, I didn't want to add to the pressure of me just being a first time performer. So I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna leave the vocals in for this show, turn them down a little bit. There's a couple songs I kept them the same volume, I should have had them toned down, but I didn't know. Like I didn't
yeah,
know, how it was gonna sound, and so it kind of sounded a little meshed in a couple songs where it's like you got my vocals in the background, then you got me. It was a little too much. I felt like I should have toned them
yeah,
down. For my next song or my next performance, when I do one, I might try and a couple songs at least take the main vocals out, leave the hooks in, and just see
yeah.
how that goes. Just practice the fuck out
Right.
of them so I know I'm ready.
Yeah, I know what you're because you really are like progressing. You got your speed coming. you got a lot of factors. Your flow patterns are starting to switch more. You're not leaving as much breath control, so you're using a lot more speed. So that can play a factor. I feel like
It did.
kind of moving on to the next question. Kind of like was how was the lighting? Did it kind of was there any like moments when you were on stage where you kind of like got flashes of like I've heard people getting flashes kind of like just seeing things that weren't there, or was it all kind of just felt natural, kind of more
It,
of like
I kind of just zoned out. It was just
zoned out?
I kind of
Okay.
just zoned out and I just started feeling the music a little bit, and then it was just me and the mic, and I
Yeah.
honestly just my surroundings. Like I was trying to interact with the crowd, but like I was just kind of in the zone to where it's like just me and that fucking mic, and
Yeah.
I want to kill it for these people, and I told most people, I didn't tell the crowd, which I should have, but I told like all the artists that it's my first show. It's not going to be perfect, but
Yeah.
um, so everybody knew pretty much that, you know, I'm just now getting my feet wet at doing a
Right.
show. But everyone said I did good for my first show. They could tell my first song, the nerves were kicking in, which is obvious. I mean, it's expected. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't know what the crowd was gonna be like. I've never been at this venue, but everyone was cool, man. I didn't get booed off
Yeah.
stage. That's good and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I'm proud of you, man. I know you sent me a link. I'm gonna try to put that in the description. Let people get a chance to see it. We're also gonna post some clips on the Sweet Cigarella's J channel.
yeah,
I'm really glad I was able to interview you on this though, because there's just so many artists out there, bro, that just don't know what it feels like to be on stage, bro. And it's good that you opened out because opened up. I mean, because a lot of people, are gonna wonder what this is like. Even myself, because I have never really performed myself either. So,
I think a
uh,
big thing is it depends on the artist. Like it depends also on the environment. Like if I walked
yeah,
into a different environment, let's say I was opening up for somebody that had a different style than me, excuse me, than a different style than me. I mean, I think it would have been a little more nerve-wracking, but I was opening up for the people that did the same genre as me, and I know I'm confident in my music, just
right,
haven't done a show yet, so I wasn't
yeah,
as much confident in that because it was my first time.
yeah,
But it was fun. I did go on there a little tipsy, maybe a little too tipsy to take the edge off. But I wasn't like full blown drunk, so I knew what I was doing. I knew my songs. I didn't forget my songs. I slipped up a
yeah.
couple times. I did notice in my performance, but I caught myself right away.
Yeah. Kind of going off the last question that I'll ask is kind of was there anything that you would have changed? Maybe like the song choices, or was there anything that kind of made you kind of overthink things maybe after it? Just kind of like digress into anything of that nature if you have anything.
Yeah, I wish I would have toned down on the outros. I think I just wish I would have maybe cut the ends of the songs off just so it would lead right into the next song. So then you don't just have a beat playing for like a 20 seconds waiting on the next
Yeah.
song. Wish I would have cut those out just so it just went from song to song, like right off the bat. I
Right.
think I wish I would have rapped the hooks a little more than I did, but I just kind of wanted to let the hooks rock just so people
Yeah.
can kind of catch my vibe of the song, and I didn't change the volume of my hook, so I didn't want it to sound too too much, with me being on
Yeah.
top of it. But I mean, I did rap off and on, but then there would be times where I just kind of would let them play and I would talk to the crowd. So I probably would have changed that a little bit. Maybe
Yeah.
like I said, the next show I might try and take my main vocals out of a couple songs, and just practice them.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was fun. I had a good time though.
Yeah. Well, I'm proud of you, bro, regardless, man. I know it was your first show, and just to be able to get up on stage and just tell yourself you could do this, and just kind of knowing your confidence level, I mean, even days before we talked, I mean, you were literally confident from the the second you got on to the second you got off, and that's really just kind of what the world needs to see if you're a musician, kind of transitioning into performing and so forth. I mean, I can't say much because I haven't really done it myself, but uh, you know, want to thank you, Big Ant, for opening up, man. A lot of people are going to learn a thing or two from this, so I want to thank you, brother.
One thing I will say is that if you can take a couple people at least with you that supports you and that will be kind of help hype you up, that'll help. That's what I did. I took my wife and my brother-in-law, and they was getting as fucking drunk as I was, if not more drunk, especially my brother-in-law. But he was in the crowd hyping me the fuck up, like yeah, yeah, Big Ant. They was rapping my songs
Yeah,
with me, so it kind of just gave it a whole new vibe. And then the crowd kind of, the crowd built off that too, because then like, damn, they feeling his shit, and then they started feeling me, and I'm like, yeah,
yeah.
I have some talent, man. Hey, I do
I
have
know you
these
do.
t-shirts for sale. If you
Lift them up. Yeah, yeah, hell yeah.
found it around
Uh,
$20, I got a couple. If you want one, if I don't have your size, let me know and I get you your size. $20. I have some physical CDs of this album too. My homie JTW did the artwork, clowning
Fuck yeah,
around.
I did.
Fucking
Hell yeah,
killed
I
that.
did.
So, hey, that CD, if you want a physical copy, $10, hit me up and I will get you one. They didn't come in time of the show, so that pissed me
Yeah,
off. So I was pretty pissed off about that. I didn't have my CDs to sell. I didn't bring a table. I just gave a couple t-shirts away at the show because nobody was
yeah,
really buying shit anyways. But it was,
yeah.
yeah, so if you want one,
Yeah, I'm gonna put links in. We're gonna put links in this description this time. So,
bet.
uh, be sure to check him out though on Instagram. Tell him your IG, bro.
The Real Big Ant One IG, and then you can find my Big Ant Facebook page too. And then I'm on Ben Zook, but you say you're gonna do all the links, so shit, they could
Yeah,
look in
I'm
the
gonna make sure.
description.
And then we're also gonna be posting some, probably put them on some shorts on there. So
Yeah.
be sure for you guys to be checking that out as well. We'll be posting some on the shorts once we get some videos back from Big Ant. But just to close them, bro, what do you have to tell musicians? Kind of as far as getting out of their comfort zone. Give you like a 2 minute closing.
Like just be confident within yourself. Know what you're capable of. Know your songs really well. Uh, know that whether people like you or not, you're doing what you love. And
Yeah,
so if you believe in yourself, other people will believe in you. It's kind of like a domino effect. If you're beating yourself up, oh, people gonna beat you up. Like
yeah,
mentally, people ain't gonna feel you. But if you go in there confident like me, like right when I walked on that stage, what up, Kansas City? And I was
yeah,
feeling out I was already immediately just kind of like about to do some shit. So, just be confident, be yourself. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do something. It's not the easiest thing to do, but
yeah,
it's also not the hardest thing either. It's just you got to be confident.
yeah. Well, hey, Big Ant, we're out, man.
Hey, peace.